Welcome back to the future. We need to get the exhibit to open. I'm actually going to go see what Emmet is lollygagging about over here. Out of curiosity.
Oh, hello, Smirnoff.
Ah.
Do you know what she made him do?
Yeah, come here.
Alrighty, so.
Edna made Parker close your booth down.
I know that.
So he'll only open it up again if we could find a way to discredit her. Do you know anything that'll ruin Edna's standing in town?
Yes, I do. She is a rotten kisser!
Oh!
That wasn't what I had in mind.
Huh.
Edna never confessed anything to you, did she?
Like what?
Something incriminating. Like, for instance, her being the speakeasy arsonist.
Edna, the speakeasy arsonist? Then again, why not?
But she never said anything about it to you?
No.
Okay. I don't really want to talk to you about anything.
Assuming we get Parker to open your booth back up before they call your name, is the levitator ready to go?
All except the power source. You did bring the static accumulator, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got it. You want it now?
No. Wait till we get back to the booth.
Sounds good. Leaving.
I gotta run. Did you talk some sense into those two?
Oh, a Sisyphean task if ever there was one.
Yeah. Well, have fun. I am not jealous. Anyway, we're gonna call that phone. The phone that can only receive one-way calls, that is. I might be a little early on doing this, but we're gonna try.
Welcome to the
Alright, so let's do it. Let's press this button. So we have the dialogue.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techni Muse of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
So, how about...
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Can I talk to Edna?
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to you.
Mr. Sagan? What happened? I thought you were distracting Emmet.
I was? Oh, yes, of course I was.
Then why is Emmet standing here, valiantly trying to convince Detective Parker that he should be allowed to go through with this ever so dangerous display of wrong-headed technology?
What can I say? I was outsmarted by that wily Yakov Smirnoff.
Well, that puts a crimp in our plan.
Yes, our plan. About that plan.
So,
Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnoff?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come glumping up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Carl, is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me.
yeah. So I forgot to do something. We're gonna do this.
We should
real
probably get
quickly.
back to the plan.
Yes, we should. Goodbye, Mr. Sagan.
Goodbye. Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
Well, I think you know what we ought to do. And that is go lay the talking plant in the phone booth. Talking plant! Do your dirty work. In the phone booth you go. I'm sorry if you wilt, because Edna's, like, right next to you.
Okay, call me a snoop.
Snoop! No one else is gonna do it. And let's go back to the phone of the future! It's a phone of the future in the house of future stuff. Skipping dialogue.
Period.
And
Klondike.
here we go again.
Hill Valley Expo.
I want
It's Kid Tannen.
I don't know who you are or why you're doing that
I don't know
horrible
why I clicked
impersonation of
Kid
Kid, but that part of my life is over. I've gone legit.
Conversation terminated.
Good for you, Trixie.
Well, at least we get to know she's gone straight. And let me get this straight again. I want Phone Booth of the Future.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
And Carl Sagan's what I wanted to say.
It's me, Carl.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sagan. What can I do for you?
Edna.
Can you get Edna on the phone for me again?
You got it, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Your Highness!
Mr. Sagan, you really have to stop calling me like this. I've got to keep all of my attention on Detective Parker.
Yes, of course. I've just got a couple more questions.
So,
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world, and the authorities did nothing. So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What?
Jeez, Edna was always a loon. I hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
and she's like, what just happened? Planty the potted plant. What? Oh.
Hiya, folks. It's me, Techni, Muse of Progress, gracing you once again with my presence. And speaking of presents, what better gift could Hill Valley offer the world than this magnificent science and technology exhibit, hey folks? If you haven't done so already, I urge each and every one of you to take a peek at Furnishings of the Future, right here in our main hall. Tickets are available from me, Techni, at our information desk.
Alright, Emmett's next. So let's go ahead and get Officer Parker Planty. Officer Parker, I think you gotta hear this. Wow, I made a random circle.
Oh, hello, Smirnoff.
Bye, Edna. Whoops. I guess I need to grab the plant first. I gotta have myself.
Hiya, folks.
Hiya, Trixie. Give me that.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that answer.
You gonna do it yourself? Almost looked like he was gonna do it himself, but we gotta do it ourselves. It's time to listen to this.
Oh,
Hey, Danny.
do you mind, comrade? I'm busy trying to keep Emmet from letting you lead him into the biggest mistake of his life.
Mistake? My biggest mistake was...
This'll only take a minute.
Our plant recorder.
It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Listen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Edna? You're the arsonist?
Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am. But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Emmet?
You're on your own, darling.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
You know, one of these days I should really stop falling for that.
Not to sound callous, but does this mean I can demonstrate my invention?
Let's take that as a yes.
That was fun.
Greetings and salutations to all our honored guests. I am Techni, Muse of Progress, and it is my pleasant task once again to highlight one of the great minds who was hard at work building a better tomorrow.
I think that's me. I'm next on the roster.
But are you ready?
No, I don't have a choice. Did you bring the static accumulator?
Oh, right. Here you go.
Great. Come on, let's get up there.
He has been hard at work dreaming up gizmos and banging them together in his garage. And who knows? One of this kid's gizmos just might take off and change the life of everybody in town. Could it be the very thing he's brought to share with us today? It wouldn't be the first time the world was changed by a kid barely
That
out
ought to do it. Are the block bearings all in the raised position?
Block bearings, block bearings. Raised position, check.
Then it looks like all systems are go.
She was only 19.
Wish me luck.
So hold your Snickers.
Don't have to.
And to be wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Emmet Brown.
Objection! Objection, Your Honor! I hereby demand that the scientific demonstration of one Emmet Lathrop Brown be terminated and forfeit by reason of insanity. I declare him to be in contempt of me, his father. Where is he? Hand him over this instant!
Why didn't you claim that he was thrown off?
That boy! You don't think you can shelter him?
It's my job.
Maybe Emmet would come out from wherever it is he's hiding if you tried the reasonable approach.
This is the reasonable approach.
Don't antagonize him.
Well, if you're not going to say anything...
So he is up there with you.
Thanks a lot.
Son, I order you to come down from there this second.
Doesn't look like that's gonna work.
You... I want to speak to my son.
Emmett's not ready to talk to you directly.
Oh, God. I suppose you're his mouthpiece.
I guess so, yeah.
So,
If I can say so, sir, the problem is you're coming on too strong. You intimidate him.
I don't intimidate him enough. That's the problem.
okay.
Can't you two have it out later?
You mean after he's gone through with this ridiculous stunt?
Yeah?
No!
You can't talk him out of it. His mind is made up.
So, if talking won't work, there's always thrashing.
Okay.
Stay right there.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm counting
Not
to
even
four.
up these stairs.
Emmett,
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
What about...
just go deal with him. What have you got to lose?
That's what they said to Custer.
Yeah.
So, what's your plan?
I just stand here like this indefinitely. After a few centuries, the process of petrification will set in, and that'll be that.
Okay, that is a plan. Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence. He won't listen to me. He never has.
I'll be right back.
Fear!
Yeah, you're just gonna yell that. What is this? Actually, yeah.
Bedlam at Brown divorce hearing. Wife takes potshot at estranged hubby, famed industrialist Emmett Brown. I don't believe it. He's still fated to marry her.
Cool, I guess. Well, we need something to use, and I'm gonna just say use. This for
I
no
don't think
reason.
so.
I didn't think so either. I was just being weird. We have algae cakes. You want algae?
Maybe not.
Okay, I don't really have much I can use. I don't think talking's gonna do much good.
So,
He says it's no use talking to you. You never listen?
that only shows how pig-headed he is. Of course I'll listen. If he can justify his craziness, I'll be only too happy to indulge it.
Stay right there.
Here we go. We're
Dare
on
to
the...
disobey it.
Emmett,
I'm not talking to him.
you heard him. He said he'll listen to you.
Well,
At least give it a shot.
Father,
Son?
you've never understood the first
Oh,
thing about
boy.
me. All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be
What's
young. You
understand?
don't know what it's
You're
like
a
to
big,
have
overgrown
dreams, to have
baby who
ambitions
wants
so
everything
great
his
and
own
so
way.
powerful that they've
Scratched
got a
you.
life
I
of
should
their
have
own.
scratched you.
And it's
Spend
all
a
you
legal
can do
mother
to
and
hang
dodge
on for
every
dear
one of
life
you.
while they
How come
gallop
he
on where
wins?
they must.
And don't
This
chalk it up
is
here, you
America,
minder.
Pop.
If
And
I
in
was like that
America,
at
a
your age,
person
my father
doesn't
would have
have
given
to
me
do
a
what his
sound
father
thrashing.
did.
And
Isn't
good
that
for
why you
him.
came to America? To live where there wouldn't be so many rules? Well, we talked. Are you happy?
Not so much.
Please, you gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
So,
Emmett's just...
Stubborn, willful, single-minded, incorrigible, and obsessed.
Okay, but if you look at it from the right angle, those traits are kinda... good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one. Make no mistake, those are traits that lead to trouble. He gets them from his mother.
Look, Your Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
All the more reason why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect you know my son pretty well by now. Do you seriously think his exhibition is going to be a success?
yes.
Sure, sure it will.
Ha! You know as well as I how it'll end. Disaster!
Maybe, maybe not, but even if it does, I mean, isn't Emmet entitled to make a few mistakes?
Emmet has exceeded his quota for one lifetime. It's my job as his father to see to it there are no more mistakes.
So,
Emmett's just trying to make a name for himself. Maybe things were different when you were a kid, but nowadays you gotta take chances.
What do you know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak the language with only $2 to your name.
You?
You bet your socks, me! And I made out all right, too.
How'd your dad feel about it at the time?
Papa? He was fit to be tied. He called me a disobedient little...
So your father didn't approve of you coming to America?
Well, Papa never really understood the younger generation. He came around a bit in the end, but by then it was too late to. Tell him I'll listen to him. I want to listen to him. If he wants to talk.
and we're making progress.
Emmet?
Here to play peacemaker again, Pollyanna?
So, which one's right?
He says you get your stubbornness from your mother.
Well, that's the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... Oh, skip it.
You were starting to say that you're like...
Skip it.
Can it be that you and your dad?
No, next subject.
Emmet, stop being a dope. You've got your pride, okay, I get it. And so does he, but what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. Sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
May I come up?
So, you think my new invention is a disaster waiting to happen?
Yes, I do. And I'm here to say, if any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster, I insist on being there to support him.
Pop! You're gonna change your tune once you see this baby go airborne. You see, the force field generated by the static accumulator. Marty, give Trixie the signal. We're ready for liftoff.
Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us through that unavoidable delay. And now the Hill Valley Expo is pleased as punch to present Mr. Emmet Brown and his electrokinetic levitator.
Let's hope this works.